Hey listeners, welcome back to Mourning Star Manor, the home of OSR TTRPGs on the Uncharted North Network. Today we are diving into episode 1 of Rot Black Sludge, which is the introductory dungeon crawl for the Mörk Borg game system. If you missed the last episode, go check it out. We had a good time making our scum, aka our player characters. And then if you've already seen that, buckle up and let's get into it. After what seems like a lifetime of being lost in the depths of the uncharted north, through the trees you see a wisp of smoke, leaving the copse. You see an expansive mansion and grounds, foreboding, but somehow welcoming. Welcome, players, to Mourning Star Manor, the home of Scott's OSR old school revival games. And today we're playing Mörk Borg.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Gonna Mörk that Borg.
I'm gonna Borg that Mörk.
Just as a quick intro to Mörk Borg, it is a rules light, flavor heavy game on the darker side of things. And basically, to set out the world is ending. It is known. There are two basilisks who one has predicted the future, and every single psalm written is coming true, and every single one of them spells absolute destruction for the world. Everybody is reacting differently, whether they're spending time with their families, going insane, or robbing people blind. And this dark world is where you find yourselves. Okay, so let's get into a little exposition. Just to set the scene here, you are in the town, the city of Graventosk. Like a rage rising over pain is the palace of the Shadow King. A gothic black castle, like a mirror to the cathedral of the two-headed basilisk in Galgenbeck. Most of the palace lies in crumbling ruins, home to unfortunate souls sheltering beneath its broken halls. None dare dream what might lie under the rubble-covered catacombs and cellars. Tunnels sprawl beneath like writhing roots, digging deeper into the cold earth like cankerous veins. The inner wing still stands, acting as the home of the Shadow King, a being obscured by ritual. The slaves of the servants, of the courtiers of the king come forth and do his will. The title is hereditary. Sons are always born to the Shadow King. Its whispered princes of that line disguise themselves as ordinary men, wandering the ruins, engaging in games and tricking travelers, multiplying the miseries of their people. But you folks, you scum, you face execution for the heretical theft. But a masked seer, a courtier of the Shadow King, offered you a chance at life. The king's one true heir, his son Alden, is missing. Without an heir, the Shadow King will eventually be forced to hand his crown to his imbecile brother. Get him back discreetly, and wealth, life, and freedom will be yours. It's believed that Alden is imprisoned in an infamous underground locale, a place no free man would willingly go, a place called the Accursed Den. Alright, so that sets the stage.
Does it ever? Sorry, we're fighting the king or the king's brother?
You are finding the king's son, so that his imbecile brother does not take the throne.
All right, gotcha.
Freeman, roll me a d8.
2.
The seer, somewhat odd and delirious, offers to scry the Accursed Den and tell you 2 truths. 2, you said?
2, yeah.
Gases leak from holes and cracks, driving anyone who breathes them mad. Duncan, also roll me a d8. I fear Alden may be unwilling to leave this place. Those are the 2 scryed messages of the Accursed Den. You're prisoners, you're dirtbags, but you got a little bit of coin. And just to have some fun, if y'all had a little bit of time to take a look at the items and you do want to buy something, we can really quickly do that.
I haven't looked at the list. I don't think anything would save me anyway.
I want to buy a bear trap real bad.
I just want to get light armor.
Mm-hmm. Feel free. Everyone, if you want to get something, toss it in your inventory.
Can I give my silver to someone who might want to buy something?
I don't know. Would your character do that?
I think I want to, because I'm so pathetic, and I'm a hermit, and I just rolled the fact that I'm like shaking with nerves, and the extra bit that you said there was like no free man would willingly enter this place. I feel like he's as desperate as they come, and so he feels like nothing is going to save him. So he will happily eschew whatever he has. He fully expects to face his death here, and just is not fighting that fact. So I have 50 silver up for grabs.
Perhaps you'll roleplay that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Herm is just like. He's just like big, scraggly beard, just jittering with nerves and like looks like stress. Just gaunt and like feeble. And the only thing he really seems to hold on to are the 3 rolled up pieces of parchment at his disposal. And you get the feeling that and he holds onto his staff just to walk along. But if we're stopping at like a shop or something before we get here, or we're like in a nearby town, is that the kind of the idea?
You are under armed guard as they escort you to the Accursed Den. And generally they wouldn't let you go shopping as criminals, but they do want you to survive. They do want you. They see something in you guys to be able to bring out Alden.
If someone has something they want, I think what would happen is if we're at like some shop or something like that, and you're counting out what little coin you have, and you find yourself like you don't have enough, and Herm just like waltzes up and just like slaps coins down on the counter like next to you, without looking at you, and just like head droop down, doesn't say a word.
What do you want with that?
Get what you need.
Are you trying to give me cursed silver?
And just spits on you. Just spits on Herm.
And Herm just hits the side of his matted hair. It doesn't hit any skin because there's just too much gross hair in the way. He doesn't seem to notice. And he says,
there's enough curses that silver's not needed for more. Just take it.
Warsh will just eye the shit out of this creepy old frail man before just snatching up the silver.
And what does Warsh buy?
Warsh is gonna buy some lantern oil, and there was one other thing. A metal file. Do I need that for the magnesium strip to spark things?
Not really. You can use almost any edged item.
Okay. Oh, there's a fire steel. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it's just grabbing lantern oil, chewing tobacco, and a bear trap.
All right. And the piece of shit who is running the store, who looks like he just crawled out of a gutter himself, greedily takes the money. It's not going to save you. Anyone else?
I swear to God I'll come back here and fucking end you if we survive this.
I heard you're going to the Accursed Den.
You're Accursed Den.
And Warsh just doubles over laughing before like trying to shove his shoulder into the stalled like countertop to like see if he can flip it just to be a dick, and then but too weak and just
Abigail just kind of snorts, "You fucking idiots," and slaps down some silver, buys some lantern oil as well as an oil lamp, looking at Warsh a bit as she gets her hands on the lamp, like, what the fuck are you doing? As well as a medicine box and some lard.
We should get a nooth.
Seen enough of those.
We never know when we'll need to string somebody up.
Oh my god, James has never been more creepy.
The shopkeeper smiles and just filthy black chewing tobacco spit rolls down his chin.
Warsh goes ahead and puts in a dip from his own tobacco.
All right. Do you have everything you need?
Yeah, that's everything.
He spits as you leave.
It was more saliva in this game than I was expecting.
Abigail takes a quick piss on the way out the door.
We're just getting started.
On the way out the door.
Herm just pissing down his leg, just like fucking.
Oh, you nasty. All right. With wagon in tow and with guards on either side of you, you are brought to the Accursed Den, weaving through these pitiful, horrendous streets under a dark sky. As you enter, having to leave immediately the beautiful cart, which obviously will be stolen the second you walk away from it.
Oh, fuck. That's got my lard and my oil lamp and my lantern oil in it.
You better carry that shit.
Scott treats carts like I treat horses, just immediately dead when they're off screen.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I already, character-wise, dragged it all into my small wagon, and you just said that, I guess I lost it.
Well, I mean, you're 6 out of 6 in your carrying capacity.
Yeah.
Warsh is 9 out of 7 for their carrying capacity. So what does that mean if he's over?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So it's as the DR. Oh, I see it there. Okay. I may not want to own anything, but I have room to carry stuff if you want to share anything to carry.
Oh yeah, Warsh will just like thrust the lantern oil at you, just probably spilling some in your beard, and just
Hold on to this for me.
So nasty.
Just the oil? You don't have an actual lantern?
I'm planning to start fires.
Oh, okay. How much oil lantern did you buy? It says you have 12.
Yeah, it gives you 6 charges basically.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think that's like 6 hours of oil.
Presents plus 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you walk down some crumbling stairs, and you enter a place known as the entrance. It smells stale, hanging from the ceiling of the carved-out stone is a lit oil lantern, illuminating a small stream of water which crosses the room from holes in the wall. Black-violet butterflies haplessly flap over the water. To the north, out of worked stone, you see 2 wooden doors ajar. Faint violin music can be heard from behind both. To the south, your only exit, your only salvation. Out. Go forth, scum.
You've been waiting to say that.
Is the lantern able to be grabbed? Is it affixed to anything?
Roll a d12.
11.
No, not unless someone helps you. It's just out of reach.
Fuck, I forgot my wagon. It had my lantern in it.
Maybe you should go back and check on it.
Fuck it. We're already down here. Unless anyone wants to help me grab this one.
I guess I can give you a boost. Herm, help him give a boost.
Let's roll a d12 strength to help him up.
Oh, no. Oh, 12!
Nailed it.
12 plus 0.
And sorry, I keep saying d12, but I'm just saying D is the number. You know what I mean?
DR.
All right, so you grab that shit, and you now have an oil lamp.
Hell yeah.
If you want to, Herm you could strap it to Herm's staff and use it as like a walking oil lamp staff.
Yeah, if Herm is amenable to that.
Yeah, Herm will be the walking light if you need. No problem.
Might not want to be at the front of the pack with the whole 1 HP and all, but
yeah, I could stick in the middle of all of you and just kind of light everyone up. You cool with that, Scoot?
Absolutely. You guys have fun with it here. This ain't no Pathfinder.
Yeah. It is very, like, could your character realistically tie a lantern onto a staff? Yes, okay, it just happens. It's not, yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll take Dunk's oil lamp then.
Which door do you think you want to check out first?
And Warsh stays way the fuck back.
How about we try the one on the right? Immediately goes to the one on the left.
Herm gingerly steps over the little river that's crossing this cavern, kind of like eyeing the water like it's dangerous, and then like marveling at the butterflies, and is doing his best to actually like stay in the middle of all of you as you all walk in random directions. He's not trying to go follow anyone. He's just trying to keep the light centered. He doesn't feel useful at all, so he's just doing anything he can to be.
And Seldom will open the door.
Opening the left-hand door, you step into a dining hall. Unlike the area before you, this is warm and bright, but with a rotten smell. Faint, sad violin music emanates in from the north. The room is lit with 4 giant oil lamps, and in the middle of them is a large wooden table with 20 chairs, set with mugs, plates, spoons, but no food or drink. A bearded man sits at the far end of the table, skin ashen gray, eyes dark, dressed in a dusty old cloak. To the north, another door, and to the east, another door.
And, sorry, did you say this table is set?
The table is set, but with no food or drink.
Smells rancid, but I could eat.
I can't really tell. My own face is rotting.
And there's an old man sitting at the far end. Does he move or anything?
Does not move, does not acknowledge you.
Warsh is gonna go ahead and just walk up and slit his throat then.
oh boy.
Oh boy, we have a serial murderer on our hands.
You murked his Borg right there.
Warsh just starts wandering up.
Wait, were we supposed to take this guy alive?
That doesn't look like the king's son, so...
You walk up, you slit his throat. A gout of warm, deep, rich red blood sprays all over the table, and he silently falls to the floor, dead.
That was easy enough. Let's keep moving. Which is the next door, big man? You've been picking hot lately.
I was kinda hoping for some breads to fill me empty stomach, but let's do the one in the back wall.
Okay, so as you approach, to the east side, you hear voices, but the door to the north is silent.
I do hear stirring coming from that one, and he points with Galen Galgenbeck.
Are you a fan of a fair fight?
We've been having pretty good luck in the rooms that aren't stirring.
This door it is.
Oh god, it's a 5-foot hallway.
Hey, we're playing Pathfinder.
Oh no!
No!
The true horror.
We're all back to where we started. Herm waits for at least 2 people to enter the hallway, but like looks longingly back at the table, also hoping for a bit of bread.
As you enter the hall, it is dark and cold. There is a light at the end of the corridor, and you now hear louder violin music. You can barely see, but on the west side of the hallway, there are paintings. Light coming from the north, and to your immediate east, there is a door, and you hear scratching.
I might have missed something. Are we on our way to meet the king who's sending us here, or is this the dungeon dive?
No, we're here to save the king's son.
This is the dungeon. You are in it. You're looking for the son, Alden.
That's what I thought. I just needed the clarification.
Imagine we just entered. Yep. We're going to get our quest from the king, and like one of our guys just kills a random dude, like in the castle.
It's that kind of game from the reading I've done. So.
Yeah.
Seldom immediately turns to his right where he heard the scratching and just puts his boot into the door.
Hell yeah. Oh no.
Oh, hell no.
You put your boot into the door, and you almost cave in your knee, hyperextending it slightly. It is stuck.
Oh no. That... I probably could have put more force into it if I wanted to, but I think perhaps instead of taking that door, we should investigate the end of the hallway further, and then perhaps we can come back to this one, where I'll put my full might into a boot, he says as he starts to limp up the 5-foot hallway.
And as you're going to walk away, Herm just is like, or we could use this. And he just holds out a crowbar for you.
I don't need that. I don't. I'm strong enough to kick the door open on my own. I just decided I want to look down the hallway, Herm.
He just shakily puts the crowbar back into his robes.
Abigail, where did he get that? How do you keep a crowbar in your robes?
I don't. I keep it in my beard.
Just walks away like that's no big deal.
Herm cowed by Seldom, you continue up the hall. Now, as Seldom approaches, two things. The paintings on the wall are landscapes, dusty and extremely bland. They look like they could have been from the before time, when the world wasn't so bad. They give you a sense of absolute sorrow at where your lives are now. Except for Herm, because he doesn't know what the fuck was ever happening. So, Abigail, as you approach these paintings, roll me a d12 presence, please.
A 16.
Ooh, okay. Well, as you approach, you do notice in the ground beneath these paintings, like there's a crack on either side, and the dust is just kind of settled weird, and so there might be something to this floor. Good or bad, you know not.
This isn't just the shittiest art I've ever seen. Herm, give me that crowbar.
Reaches into his beard, I guess.
Wipe it off first, for God's sakes.
He wipes it off on his beard and hands it to you. Like shaky hands, like he's just so unnerved and scared. Even the lantern's like making little jangling noises on his staff as he passes it to you.
And not really thinking about the fact that she probably doesn't want to stir up any more trouble, but she's kind of drawn to the fact that, you know, there's a little thing to be examined here. She's gonna try to pry that open.
Moving away from the scratching door to the south, you head towards this ground. Put your token there, if you dare.
Sorry, where was it exactly?
In front of the paintings.
Okay, a good, respectful museum distance away. She's coughing all over them.
And you try with this crowbar to wedge it in the crack?
Yes, classic crowbar crack edge.
Before you do, no.
War's just like, just
Roll a strength.
I've got to see what's back there. -1.
Oh, no.
Okay, you put the crowbar in. The ground kind of starts to shake a little bit as you're pulling on this crowbar, and it feels as it's about to give way. But it does not.
You bitch. No.
Can you roll
Do you wish
a
to
critical
continue
failure
trying?
on a test like that? Because you rolled it out.
I mean, that was a crit fail. I don't think she's got anything else in her.
Yeah.
Abigail, if I may remind you, gases leak from holes and cracks. So maybe don't go prying up your masonry, okay?
Amen to that, brother.
But yeah, Warish will kind of use like the tip of the blade just to like kind of poke her, like
Get away from there. Just knock it off.
And Herm is like if you were to look at Herm, he's kind of cowering in the awkwardness of like, oh, there's suddenly a confrontation happening, like, even though it's not like boiled over or anything.
oh yeah, like Warish is just like there's not like a malice, like it's not a stab, it's just trying to keep distance from these dangerous cracks that are our, friend is our heretical priest is trying to pry open.
Yeah, and almost like snapping out of it after like failing so fantastically on the physical front. Just like kind of goes, oh shit, what? And wordlessly gives the crowbar back to Herm.
Is it still intact with a natural 1?
Nope, crowbar's fine. You just didn't do anything, and that's totally okay. Where do you continue next?
We continue down to the end of the hallway.
Towards the lit end of the hall. As you move north into the lit area, you see the pump room. In the pump room, you see a pump. It's a rusty pump. And you just see it rising up. It almost looks like a cathedral with a the head of a basilisk, dripping disgusting mud into a bucket. Beside that, you see 2 creatures. Human, yes, but fucking barely. These are guards with sharpened teeth. They look weak and gaunt and lick their disgusting, filthy lips. More saliva. To their right, you see a trapdoor in the ground, a hatch. In the east, you can very quickly see a hole in the wall, but you can't see down it. As you approach, they look at you, smacking their lips. What the fuck are you doing here?
I can ask you the same question.
Ooh, got him.
There's a very loud rattle of the lamp shaking on the staff. As Herm just like jolts straight up, like tense.
Are you here for Fletcher? Has he asked for your presence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have somebody roll 2d6.
8.
Okay. At this point, these creatures seem almost indifferent to you in the way that you've mentioned, maybe you're there for Fletcher. Who is Fletcher? You don't know. So they're staring at you, but not putting too much weight into this.
Are you going to take us to Fletcher?
Absolutely not.
Oh, watch out for that one. He's a biter.
I am a biter.
Oh, we know a thing or two about biting ourselves. If you want to get to Fletcher, you can go find him yourself. We won't do shit for you, and if you have a problem with that, I'll bite your fucking face off.
I'm right here waiting for you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
With that, they draw their swords.
For the sake of this recording, we need a bite fight. Let's go.
All right. Bite fight is on. Okay. As the instigator of this fight.
Roll for bite fight.
Yep. Roll for bite fight. And I'm going to have James, aka Seldom. I would like you to roll a d6.
Oh, I know what this is for. Not bad. That's a 1, I think. I think I did good. No, I did bad. I did real bad.
Okay. So the way that combat works in Borg is either all the enemies go first or all the players go first. And you've rolled a 1. And on 1 to 3, all the enemies go first. So.
Oh, no.
They will begin combat.
So you don't really need to roll initiative at all, do you?
Well, you don't have to. And you can all decide who wants to go next, or we can go by presence. It's not a big deal. Or we can just go whoever is the closest. But the way that combat works is each round, much like Pathfinder, is going to be about 6 seconds. But instead of having a movement speed, you can essentially move across an average size room, and then you can use a power or a weapon strike. And if you have anything else, we can discuss. Licking his disgusting chops, the first creature is going to run towards Seldom and lash out with a bite attack.
We roll everything, right?
You guys are going to roll everything. So basically, at this point, James, you are going to roll an agility for your defense with any modifiers that you have.
Okay, that's a 20.
PC gets a free attack. Okay.
The biter has become the bitey.
And that would if you rolled an natural 20 with that button, it might automate into the chat. I don't know though, but
We'll find out soon, I'm sure.
we'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Seldom gonna bite back. I think he'll save his shit sword.
Like often.
It's a bite fight.
What is the target's armor? I just got prompted for that.
Okay, it
The
is level 2. So basically it's DR.
So 1d2.
If you click your bite attack, it's a DR10 to attack with it.
No, it's a DR12 is what I got prompted for.
But your bite attack specifically, everything's DR12 unless otherwise stated. Your bite attack for you is a DR10. And it does D6 damage.
Okay.
And then the armor comes into play if you deal damage.
Okay. I missed with an 8.
Okay. So a gnashing attack misses and another gnashing attack misses back.
And I have one more thing to point out. The bite attack specifically says you must be close to your target. 1 to 2 on a D6 chance that the enemy gets a free attack when you use it.
Oh shit, it's a huge bite fight.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4, so we're clear.
Okay.
No, it's it's a 1D6. You rolled 2D6.
It's a 2. We're not clear.
Oh no. Free attack back. Just a rapid exchange of gnashing of teeth.
It's just setting the stage. Everyone's sitting back and watching them just.
So yeah, I think you have to roll another defend action. What happens if he rolls another nat 20?
It just keeps going.
Okay. So it takes it just automates everything.
Yeah, so you were hit,
Awesome.
2 damage, and then it's reduced by your armor. So it's disgusting teeth gnashing back against your heavy plate armor, and just that noise of like the teeth sliding across it, scratching away. But as this is all going down, the other guard is going to come to your west and slash out with its sword.
Okay, that's a 16, so I dodged that one.
Very good. So, those are the turns of the attackers. It strikes out at you, you move slightly out of the way, and the blade flashes across your shoulder piece. Sparks fly in this disgusting corridor. Heroes, aka scum. Let's say that Seldom goes first.
He's not gonna move. He's just gonna swing his big shit sword.
The brown Zweihander of Gulgenbeck.
Yeah, so that's a 19 to hit, which is over
Okay.
DR2, so they take 3 damage.
Wicked.
So, I believe... but the DR2, does that not lower it to 1?
What though?
Yeah, it probably does.
Yeah, I believe with light armor, you take -2 to the damage.
You take minus D2. You roll a D2 and to see how much is reduced.
So 2, so that would be 1 point of damage.
Whereas like, with James, it was automated, but it was like a 1d6 for his armor, which he rolled a 2 on, which negated the exact damage of 2
Okay.
of the 1d4 damage. So yeah.
Got it.
And then I roll a 1d6 for my shit sword, and I got a 2, so nothing happens. That, I believe, is Seldom.
You did how many damage in the end there? 1?
1 to the guy I just highlighted.
Perfect. Okay. Let's say that Warsh is next.
All right. Warsh is going to scurry past to get into a flanking. I know there's not a mechanical. It's just what Warsh would do. And then it's going to attempt some violence with this sword.
Get it.
That is an 8 - 1 for a 7 for a miss. Herm just hears the sound of a tongue going over like stubble in a beard, and then just a soft crunch as Warsh licks a maggot out of his rotting flesh and eats it before running forward.
Herm is just like
A gentleman.
Herming in his boots.
And very disgusted by this, Herm is up next.
Herm, I think, is paralyzed in fear right now. I think you should let Abigail go next.
Done. Abigail goes next.
not paralyzed with fear, Abigail is going to take the bow that I cleverly equipped way before now because I knew I was going to not want to run right up with a staff. So I don't see any increment for range or anything. I imagine we're fine for a bow and arrow right now anyways.
You're good, buddy.
So, to the leftmost. Actually, that might not be a clean line of sight. Good enough, whatever. She's gonna take a step up, just to make sure.
Okay.
Against target armor 12. Nat 1, fumble.
You can use an omen.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be an omen, buddy. I don't want to lose my bow first shot.
Okay, there you go. Bow was about to break, but at the last second you did something to save it. One omen used.
Oh, I think you get to re-roll it, right?
Yep.
Is it a reroll? Yeah.
You can either re-roll or negate a fumble. So I would just say re-roll would be great.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna re-roll, like, as the bow kind of twangs, she feels the arrow, like, off and catches it before it releases fully. And then takes another pull at it. And it strikes true, inflicting 5 damage. So that was a 15 on the die plus 2 from my presence.
Nice.
Minus D2 because of their light armor.
Yeah, okay, minus a D2, so 3 goes through. 1.
Nice.
So 4 goes through.
Awesome.
A solid hit. This arrow just goes straight into the chest of this fucking guard. And blood just starts to leak out over their leather armor, but they are not yet down.
Which one did you fire at? The one on the left?
Yes, all the damage has been done to the one on the left.
Herm has been jarred by like the sudden melee and violence that happened and was like paralyzed with fear. And then Abigail just steps up with confidence, like pulls the bow back, almost loses the arrow, catches herself, pulls it back with more confidence, and just hits this guy with a piece of ammunition, and it bolsters him a little bit. Like, okay, I have to do this, and he's going to step forward towards the one that's been struck so far, and we just hit with the bow, and he's going to gingerly like stay out of her line of sight, but he's going to like foolishly swing that staff with the lantern still on the top of it at this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm encumbered because I'm holding this lantern now. So there's going to be a plus DR to my my attack here. Plus DR2. So it's going to be a DR14. This is not good.
Come on, Herm.
And 16!
Nice.
Nice.
So he smacks this guy with his staff plus the lantern of oil on this head of the staff. I don't know how you want to roll that, but I rolled 4 damage from the staff. Max damage. Minus 1 damage from the armor. So 3 damage.
Amazing. Okay, so you hit this creature for 3 points of damage. And as you swing down, you hit them with the top of the staff, but some of the oil from the oil lamp just leaks out of the top and lights up. And they just light on fire. And writhing, and just the arrows sticking out of their chest. They are struggling for life, falling onto the ground. The arrow stabs deeper into them, puncturing right through their back, and they bleed out as they simultaneously burn to death. They are dead.
Oh, yes.
Such a beautiful sight, Herm.
Herm is terrified. Eyes like so wide, with the flames like erupting all over his body and just glowing in his eyes. He's like half crying at the very sight. Doesn't know who he is, where he's come from, or why the hell he's here. And suddenly he's just murdered someone by lighting them on fire.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a pretty good job here, Herm. It's a pretty good job.
Now, after watching the horrific death of his companion, his brother in arms here, his, I don't know, bite buddy, tooth friend. Freeman, why don't you roll me...
Tooth friend. It's hard. It's hard running the game, isn't it, Scott?
It's
get
great.
all word fumbly.
Oh, I said it on purpose, baby. Freeman, why don't you roll me 2d6?
Happily, 8.
So what this was a morale roll. In this game, not everyone wants to fight to the death, right? So if the leader is killed, or half the group is eliminated, or a single enemy only has 1/3 of its hit points left, then you roll a morale roll. Roll me 1d6. No, wait, hold on. I did not get it. If you roll greater than the creature's morale... Okay, no. Roll me 2... Okay, so you rolled 2d6. You got an 8. So that is higher than their morale. Okay? So it is demoralized. So now roll me a d6.
Okay. 2.
At a 2, this creature looks down at his friend and says, fuck it, I'm out of here. And they try to flee. They make a break for the hatch. They move to the north and open the hatch. And that's the end of their turn. Hatch is open. They are standing above it.
Bite that bitch.
Come here, little weasel. Seldom steps up and swings with the brown Zweihander of Galgenbeck. That is a hit at a 13 and 2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. That's good. Warsh, what's your creepy ass up to?
Oh, I want to kick this trapdoor closed and then stand on it.
Nice.
I love that. Okay, so you're within reach of it. You kick it closed. Bang! It closes. And then you move on top of it?
Yep.
No. You were talking a good game about wanting to bite people.
He looks at you with fear in his eyes.
Drop the sword.
Abigail?
Abigail, stepping over this burning body that reminds her so much of the flames that were her church, that were her home before she left, before everyone died in front of her. So kind of just going through this serene, like almost, not saying a word, just reliving a fucking lifetime of trauma. Just steps over the burning body and takes another aim with the bow. Let's go to the violence tab. I love how it's just the violence tab.
Yeah. I love it.
So 12 on the die for a 14. Ooh, it's only a 2 on the damage die, so I might get some damage through.
Schwifty.
Nope, 2. So that's very armored up. It's going to bounce off.
There you go. Bounces off.
Crappy doodle.
Herm
is going to... I guess he's gonna do something kind of weird here. He's a little bit emboldened by the situation now that, they have the upper hand. He just murdered someone. He's like shook, but he's like, the adrenaline starts pumping through him. He runs on up next to Seldom, and almost subserviently gets down, and it just there's some. Let me ask you a quick question. The pump that's here, it's got like a basin. Is there water in the basin?
There absolutely is. It is not water, though. It is sludge.
Okay. So he's going to roll up and be like, Seldom, drown him in that sludge. And he's going to put himself in a position to, that makes it easier to, push him. Getting down and crunch down behind somebody, you push them and they trip over you because they don't know you're there kind of thing. Or put a leg out or something to try and, make it easier to just, knock this guy over. And he's got this sudden bloodlust to give him a gruesome death. Turns real quick and wants to drown him in the sludge. So I don't know how that plays out rolls wise, but that's what he's gonna do.
I love it. That's a fucking amazing thing for fucking Herm to do. So it's gonna almost be like an aid.
Yeah, like an aid. Yeah, just something to trip him.
Okay, so backed into a corner, this creature is looking in front of him, horrified, and seeing Warsh over top of this hatch, which is, to his eyes, his only escape. He will strike out at the Warsh. If you would roll a defense.
All right. Under violence, defend. I am hit, but none of the damage goes through. So Warsh sees the attack coming and just turns his shoulder to like take it on there, and the light leather armor manages to hold.
All right, short sword off the armor. No damage. Okay. He's boxed in. He's not going anywhere. He's fighting wildly for his life and misses. We are back to our boy Seldom.
He is going to swing the Sword of Galgenbeck and aim for his stomach, so even if he doesn't cut him clean through, he'll push him over.
Yes.
That is a success with no damage done.
All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you get a good swing off with the Sword of Galgenbeck, but it glances off their armor. Warsh.
Warsh is going to basically kind of push towards the creature's head with his hand, and while they're doing that, like just try to distract them to stab them right in the gut for 5 damage, minus 2 damage for 3 points of damage.
Amazing. So this guard is looking fucking rough.
You can just drop the sword and it'll all be over.
It is going to be Abigail's turn.
Abigail not wanting to get any closer because that sludge looks fucking gross. Take another shot. Miss.
All right, and then we've got our boy Herm on his hands and knees, just waiting.
Herm frustrated that they didn't push and that they're just swinging their blades, and like not realizing that Seldom did try, but like you obviously didn't just push, so Herm is annoyed. So Herm, like while on his hands and knees, is gonna like frustratedly like tuck his head between this guy's legs and try to like shoulder lift the guy backwards into the sludge. And I'm just gonna go for a strength test and see if I can pull it off.
Okay, let's go. Strength test.
Okay, and what do omens do again? I might need to use my only
You
one.
can lower the DR by 4, reroll, or there's a few different options.
Okay.
Do you have to declare an omen before you use it, or can you just like see your roll and then go, oh, -4 that?
They're all so different for you can't call it ahead for a crit and a fumble, right? Like you kind of have to call it after.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense, right?
In Pathfinder 1E, you could spend a hero point after you rolled to add 4, but if you spent it before, you got +8. So I don't know if it's a similar situation like that, or I don't know. It's up to you, GM. Just roll it and let's go.
Yeah, so basically it doesn't specify. I'm going to say you have to pre-call if you want to do max damage. Mm-hmm. You have to pre-call if you want to lower the DR's test, but you may choose to re-roll after you've rolled, and you may choose to lower the damage done to you by D6 because you'll know.
I mean, that's not on your turn usually anyway, yeah.
And then finally, neutralize crit or fumble you can do after. So if you want to lower the test, you gotta do it beforehand.
Yeah. That's the question. Do I game for the reroll, or do I lower the test? I'm gonna lower the test. I'm gonna spend my omen and lower the test.
Okay, I have a number in my mind. Roll me a strength test.
Oh boy, here we go. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Yes. Oh my god.
Herb for the win.
Okay, so this fucking poor bastard, who is just as much a piece of shit as you guys, is standing over top of you, and you reach in between his legs and you grab him and just pull back, and he just goes face first into the kind of brick surrounding of the basin and smashes his face off of it. His face goes into the muck, and in that muck he kind of seems to almost get better for a second, almost emboldened, but then you hold him and he drowns.
Oh yeah, like I get up and I jab the bottom of the staff into his between the back of his shoulder blades and push him under. And like just blood dust. Ah!
I love
And
it.
just hold him down. Yeah. Really gruesome.
You are out
He
of
seems
combat.
to get better all of a sudden. Like do I see like wounds healing or something as he goes in?
He just becomes a little emboldened, but it's not long enough for you to see what actually happens. He just seems to... He falls over limply and then gains a little bit of energy and then is drowned.
And when he stops wriggling, Herm just pulls the staff out. The light's still like jangling around the room and turns to the others, just wild-eyed.
For a coward, Herman, you certainly know how to kill interestingly. But I assure you, I had that under control.
You should have pushed. He just says.
So just to remind you, we have a pump here, we have a trapdoor in the ground, and then there is a window slightly to the south on the eastern wall.
What does the window look out to?
Do you look out the window?
Yeah.
So you look into the next room over, and what you see is a hazy room that dips down below you. And below that, you just see a lake of black. Just looks like the boggiest, peatiest, blackest, most rotten bog you've ever seen in your life. Rising up out of the bog is a tower. And at the top of the tower are two skeletons dancing around and playing the violin. And you hear a sad and somber violin music coming from these skeletons. And it just makes you feel like the world is ending. And you will never return from here.
Sorry, in the bog, the skeletons
Rising
are?
from the bog is a tower, a pillar, and they are dancing atop. Let me tell you how tall it is. One moment. The tower, let's just say, is rising 30 feet out of... Nope, 50 feet. There we go. From the middle of the sludge, a 50-foot pillar rises. Atop, two skeletons play the violin. Where do you go?
Well, this is a dead end, effectively, right? Other than this pump.
As far as you know,
There's a trapdoor.
there's a trapdoor.
Oh, the trap door, right?
Usually, if you have guards standing around, they're guarding something. So, maybe we check down there.
Herm wants to inspect the pump a bit.
It is dribbling out a black sludge, or a brown, sludgy water. There is a pump handle on the side.
Herm will stick a finger in and give it a little taste.
For how disgusting it looks, it feels good. You think if you were injured, you would take D4 healing.
That's huge. That's more than two of our players at total HP combined.
Is anyone taking damage yet, or are we...
No, you guys rolled out of that pretty good. Which is good because of the horrors ahead.
Yeah. Herm will test the handle and pump the pump and see what happens.
More of this putrid brown sludge is spilt into the basin.
Surprisingly tasty, friends. Could have healing qualities. I feel the canker sores in my mouth healing up.
You're still eating shit.
That's all they feed me.
What are you, a mushroom?
After everything has died down, he's tested his curiosity a bit, but Herm starts to go back to more of a follow the lead attitude, holding the light up in the middle of everyone.
Rot Black Sludge is the introductory dungeon crawl for the Mörk Borg game system. Mörk Borg is created by Pelle Nilsson of Occult Ortmastare Games and Johan Nor of Stockholm Cartel, and published by Free League Publishing. You can learn more about the game at the official website mörkborg.com. Mourning Star Manor is an independent production by Uncharted North and is not affiliated with Occult Ortmastare Games, Stockholm Cartel, or Free League Publishing. It is published under the Mörk Borg third-party license. Thanks to the Cryo Crypt Label for the use of songs by Swordlender and Mountain Realm. Other songs and sound effects are licensed by Epidemic Sound through Full Round Action Gaming. Mourning Star Manor is recorded remotely using the Foundry Virtual Tabletop and the Forge VTT hosting service. If you wish to support this project, past projects, or projects to come, please visit us at unchartednorth.ca or patreon.com/unchartednorth. Links to all credits can be found in the description. Thanks again for listening.